Today, Minister Kabir Hashim remarked that if there are shortcomings regarding the efficiency of the CEO of the Information and Communication Technology Agency, Canagey, then the subject minister has the power to remove him. Hashim made this statement in response to persistent questions from journalists regarding the ICTA CEO's involvement in several failed projects.
Canagey, the CEO of the Information and Communication Technology Agency. The Google Loon project, touted by Canagey as a project that would provide low-cost internet access for the entire country, is still a pipe dream. This project has failed because the Telecommunication Regulatory Commission refused to provide the 700 MHz bandwidth requested to carry out testing for the project, citing regulations by the International Telecommunication Union. Recent investigations undertaken by Newsfirst revealed that a company known as Rama had attempted to secure the bandwidth under the guise of implementing the Google Loon project. In the face of the continuous refusals to provide the bandwidth requested, Canagey had stated in a weekend newspaper that talks are underway with the International Telecommunication Union regarding this matter. He claims that as the bandwidth is to be used for tests by a state institution, it is not necessary to call for tenders. However, Newsfirst exposed in the recent past that the true business motivation driving the Rama company was securing bandwidth licenses. Responding to inquiries from Newsfirst, the Telecommunication Regulatory Commission noted that the 700 MHz bandwidth would not be provided. The TRC added that while there are other bandwidths which can be allocated for upper atmosphere transmissions like the Google Loon project, the TRC has the power to make these bandwidths available.
I'm a little skeptical whether this kind of issue can be resolved short of a World Administrative Radio Conference, because you must understand that frequencies don't respect national borders. So they jump across, so you have to have coordination so that there is no interference. And then on the other hand, the people who manufacture equipment need to know what the rules of the game are. So they manufacture equipment according to certain standards. That is why we have this thing called allocations. So we say certain bands are for mobile telephony, certain bands are for communicating with airplanes, certain other bands are for communicating with satellites, and so on. So the issue is that this particular band has not been approved by the World Administrative Radio Conference, which is one where all the countries send delegations and they finally resolve these issues. So whether that decision that this was not intended for frequencies that go up, if you think about it, they have been allocated for mobile communication. That means they have to go parallel to the earth. So that I'm not sure whether just talking to officials in Geneva can solve the problem. Part of, let's say, some part of the Google, overall Google companies has been doing this, and there I didn't see a third party in New Zealand. So it is possible that some third party came in and made the introductions because of, you know, their affection for our country or their historical relationships with our country. But I really don't see a long-term role, because in relation to the contribution they make and the risks that they take, the capital they invest, etc., they must be rewarded. I agree with that. But then my question is, if I can't see what particular functions they are performing, I can't see why they should be rewarded. I don't see a role for them. 700 band is currently occupied by terrestrial broadcasting. So when the terrestrial broadcasters move over, and in my opinion they should move over as quickly as possible to digital broadcasting, then this valuable real estate, metaphorically, will be released. And that should be assigned through auctions to the appropriate number of players as government policy determines. We are talking billions of rupees. We are talking very large amounts of money that the government will, that General Treasury will collect from this.
The government is aiding him in carrying out his activities. We can see now that this individual is scheming with the strength of the government behind him. We have also come to know that he has the support of Minister Ravi Karunanayake. He would not be able to act in this way without such support. This is very dangerous. We need to have a security system in place to handle secret information. They are attempting to dismantle this, and we categorically condemn it. We call on the people to not allow this to happen.
ඉඩ නොදිය යුතුයි.
ජනාධිපතිතුමා කියද්දී මෙයාව අධ්‍යක්ෂ මණ්ඩලයට පත් කරන්න කියද්දී මෙයා විධායක අධ්‍යක්ෂ සමිතියේ තියාගෙන ඉන්න තරම් මේ ආණ්ඩුව ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්නේ ඒ කියන්නේ ඔබතුමාලා බයයිද මේක?
මම හිතන්නේ
I believe this power has been given to the subject minister, and if there is any shortcoming regarding the officials' efficiency, then the subject minister has the power to remove them.
ඒ තියෙනවා ඒව අයින් කරන්න.
The den of thieves